Welcome back to Midday Kentucky. We are in the kitchen again with Miss Allison Davis right here at Wild Thyme. And I am so excited. What are we doing today, Miss Allison?
It's definitely a classic comfort food. It's meatloaf. I know it doesn't sound special, but it has a special place in my heart.
I love meatloaf.
It has a special place in my dad's heart.
Yep.
And one of his favorite sandwiches is a meatloaf sandwich. So let me just tell you, this is some good stuff right here.
Awesome. You and your dad and me
yeah.
we're tight.
We're good.
We all like meatloaf around here, so that's awesome.
What's not to like? It's meatloaf. So we have some onions going in that are just sauteing, and then we're adding some peppers. I like a little bell pepper in mine too. So mainly onion and bell pepper to start. And we've got a little garlic. You could use garlic powder if you wanted. What I like to do first, though, is saute off the vegetables that are going to go in with the ground chuck.
Okay.
So we're using a ground chuck here. And then we're basically going to be adding some seasonings, adding some breadcrumbs, and I'll share a little old family trick that we like to do. But I'm adding some Italian seasoning and some red pepper flake.
Okay. Not a lot. It looked like just a little bit.
Not a lot. Yeah, maybe a tablespoon of the Italian seasoning and a half a tablespoon of that, of the red pepper flake. Some salt and pepper.
Of course.
All right, and then I'm going to add a couple eggs.
All right.
Eggs are going to serve as your binder in this, so it's going to help to hold everything together. And then I'm using breadcrumbs. This is the one instance where I'm not using the panko or the Japanese breadcrumbs. I'm using the, this is a brand I like, but the Progresso.
Okay.
And this is an Italian seasoned breadcrumb as well, so it's going to give us a little bit more of that Italian seasoning.
Gotcha.
So that's going to help to kind of soak up some of the eggs and help hold that together.
Okay.
And
why do you
then-
prefer not to use the panko on that?
It's finer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Not gonna have
pancos
that
are
soaking.
coarse and like it's gonna not be the same texture.
Yeah.
So I like using the finer breadcrumbs and the meatloaf, and that's a great question.
Gotcha.
I'm using some Worcestershire sauce. And then now, once those are softened, we'll mix those in. But I'm gonna start to mix all this together. And honestly, you just need to soften them a little bit. Go ahead and just add those right in here.
Okay. Just pour it right in? All right.
All right, and we're gonna keep this pan, and we're gonna,
Okay.
oops, it would be hot, wouldn't it?
Let me pop this off.
So we're going to let that set for a minute so that can cool, but we're
Okay.
also going to be making the sauce that's going to go over top of the meatloaf. So right here in the same pan, we don't need to dirty up another pan.
Okay.
Go ahead and add that ketchup in.
Okay.
So we're adding ketchup with a little bit of vinegar. I like apple cider vinegar, but you can also use balsamic or red wine vinegar. So a little bit of that vinegar, maybe not that whole thing.
Yeah. Not the whole thing, just...
Yeah, that's probably good.
Good.
And then maybe just a heaping tablespoon of that brown sugar.
All right, so I'm just going to say about that.
A little bit more. I like it a little sweet. Yeah.
I do too.
So this is we're gonna turn this heat back on, and this is gonna kind of bubble up and work that brown sugar in, and then that's gonna be the sauce that's gonna go over our meatloaf.
Nice.
All right.
I've never used vinegar in the sauce. I
like the balance. You know,
that's
I think that if anything in a lot of my classes and in anything that I do, I'm always trying to teach that flavor balance to where it's not just all sweet or all sour or all spicy. You try to find a way to blend those flavors together.
And it just makes it very unique. It gives it that little uniqueness that people are like, ooh, that's different. I like that.
Exactly. All right, so I was talking about that little trick or that thing that my family would do, because everybody's meatloaf's different. I'm adding a little bit more breadcrumbs to soak that up, just in case you were wondering. But my mom would always put a little oats in hers.
Yes.
So just a whole old-fashioned oats.
My mama did that too.
Did she?
Yes, she did.
I don't know. I'll have to look at the history of why maybe they did that. So the oats are going into the meatloaf, and then I use them also as a little garnish on top once we pour that sauce on there.
Oh, interesting.
All right, so see how that's just a little bit wet?
Yes,
I'm going to add just a little bit more breadcrumbs to it, just so that it's more moldable. So once you are able to really kind of hold that shape, then you're ready.
Right.
And so for time's sake, I'm not going to make one big meatloaf. I'm going to make some smaller ones, right?
Okay.
And we're just going to fold those up, and those are going to be like kind of little smaller footballs.
Little footballs. How cute is that, Allison? I love it.
Perfect for football season.
Yes, I love it. Awesome. Well, and we're going to cook these up and
yeah,
get
and then
these
we'll
taken care
bake
of.
these off and then top them with the sauce, and we are good to go.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Served with a side of mashed potatoes, right?
Oh, yum. I can't wait. For this recipe and many other recipes, go over to our website at WTVQ.com/Midday Kentucky, or you can head over to Allison's website at wildtimecooking.com, and we will be right back right after this short break.